How's it going? How are y'all doing? The title is not clickbait, by the way. How's it going, everybody? Hi, how are y'all doing? How am I? Hey, thank you for all the subs. I appreciate it. Hey, Shauklin, thank you. Thank you for the sub. Routler, thank you. Sophia, thank you. What the fuck happened? All right. Let me turn off a pup named Scooby-Doo. All right. So.
Healing to you and Ria G. Can't wait for my print.
Hey, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm gonna need you guys to buy prints because I don't know how expensive medical bills are gonna be. All right. So let me regale you with a tale. Hold on. I feel like we need background music. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know why this is the music I thought of. Hold on. Because this is story time. I'm okay now. Kind of. I'm okay. I'm okay. Kind of. We'll see. Would this work?
As a nurse,
yes.
Medical bills can be very expensive.
Yes.
Frown.
I haven't even seen the medical bills. Thankfully, I had insurance. Hopefully, it went through. All right. The day was January 20th. It was a Friday. And, so, for those of you who weren't aware, my good old doggo, he needed yeah, I don't think it's gonna stop anytime soon. So, what happened was, that day, my dog needed surgery. So I dropped him off. I worked, did what I needed to, picked up my boy. They had to remove a salivary gland, and he looks so sad. But he's up and running. He needs to have a cone for 2 weeks, and yeah, because he has like stitches on his neck and staples. And then yeah, we were chilling on the couch. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stay home, I'm not gonna stream. I'm gonna look after the boy, give him his medicine, what he needs, you know. He's chilling with me right now in the office. He's by the door, but he's like knocked out. And then we're just chilling. He's on the couch, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna treat myself because it's been a stressful day. So I order Wendy's, and I'm eating Wendy's. I had a son of a baconator, and I'm finishing up a chicken sandwich I had. And as soon as I finished it up, I should preface, I have not eaten at all that day, and that was my first meal of the day. And I'm eating it, and as soon as I finish eating my chicken sandwich, I'm like, ooh man, I feel bloaty. Let me put the rest of this stuff away. You know, maybe I'll eat it later. Put it away. And I was like, God, kind of hurt right now. Kind of feel a little pain. Not in my chest. Not in my chest. I wasn't having a heart attack. I felt the chest. I felt the pain in my lower back. And I was like, this is hurt. Maybe I'm like in TMI right now. Maybe I'm constipated. That's what I thought. And I, you know, the pain would come and go. And I was like, fuck, what's happening? And then I had a flashback. I literally had a flashback to to 4 years ago when I was talking with my friend Rico, where the first time I felt this pain ever, and nothing came from it. I had gotten off a plane ride, and I was like, yeah, after drinking some soda, my back started hurting. He's like, where? And I was like, oh, right here. And he goes, oh, that's kidney stones, homie. And I was like, nah. So I stopped drinking soda for a while. And, you know, the pain fucked off, and it didn't, you know, didn't mean anything. Come back, fast forward to Friday, and I'm like, no. So, I was like, maybe I just need to lay down. Nope, it hurts to lay down. Laying down is worse than standing up. And I was like, shit, I think it might be kidney stones. Why today of all days? My dog just had surgery. I can't have kidney stones. Not right now. I can't. So I hit up my friend Dawn, and I was like, hey, your mom's a nurse. What are the signs of kidney stones? And they tell me. I was like, cool. And they're like, how's your pain? I'm like, it was at like a 2. Like, it was uncomfortable, but now it's like at a 6, 7. And like, yeah, you gotta go to urgent care. And I'm like, fuck. And she goes, you want me to take you? And I was like, sure. And I'm glad she did, because holy shit. I could not drive myself. Sitting down was the worst thing ever. So, story's not over. I text 2 friends, Howard and Rye. I was like, hey guys, no big deal. I need a favor. And they're like, oh, what is it? I need you to watch Ryuji. And they're like, everything okay? And I was like, yeah, no big deal. Might have kidney stones. And they're like, huh? I was like, yeah, I gotta go to the emergency room. So that was my Friday night. Story's not over yet. Dawn takes me. Howard and Rye take care of Ryuji while I'm gone. We got there. We got to the ER in like 10, 15 minutes. But man, that shit felt like an hour. And when I get there, the pain has gone from a 6 to like an 8 to a 9. And I was like, like literally if I sat down, the pain was excruciatingly worse. And I was like, holy shit. At the time, I hadn't told Hayden yet because I didn't know. I didn't know how serious the situation was. And then I think we skipped a chapter. No, we didn't. And then and then when I got to the hospital and checked in, like just waiting in the lobby, Dawn asked me, have you told Hayden? And I was like, I haven't, not yet. Let me tell him now. And I text him, it's like, hey, not to worry you, I might have kidney stones. I'm with Dawn. We're in the emergency. We're at the urgent care. And Howard and Rye are looking after the doggo. Hayden was knocked out. They had gone to sleep early that night. And then they woke up like in a snap of a finger when I sent them that. And they were like, oh my God, are you okay? Is everything all right? Yeah. And, yeah. So we probably waited for them to check on me for an hour. It took them about an hour until they actually saw me. This whole time, it might have been shorter, but it felt like an hour. I was in so much pain, and I literally, anytime because I was with Dawn, I was like, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. Nothing came out. Not to give too much information, but nothing came out. But honestly, I just kept going to the bathroom because I wanted the reassurance. Like it just helped. Like, I don't know. It just made me go, no poop and no pee, you know? So I was just like, oh God. And I was pacing back and forth. And Dawn kept asking me, it's like, hey, you sure you don't want to sit? And I'm like, I'm telling you, if I sit, the pain is worse. And yeah. And then I don't know why. Yeah, no shit, no piss. No shit, no piss. And then I don't know what happened, but I was like, oh, God, if I distract myself by rubbing my own belly, I'll be okay. And it did work. It did work. I don't know why rubbing my belly, like scratching it and rubbing it like a fucking dog, helped. I don't know why. But it calmed me down. And it calmed me down. And then before I knew it, they called my name. And this is where I get pissed. This is where I get pissed. So, we go through. We go through the door where they're going to see us. And the moment I step through, I feel no pain. I feel nothing. I feel like I'm okay.
Oh no.
And I'm like, what? And they're like, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how's your pain? And I was like, a 1? And they're like, what? I was like, yeah, I don't mean to be that guy, but the moment I walked through this door, the pain subsided. I'm like, interesting. So they check me. They like, they check my weight. They check my blood. I had to get my blood pressure, and I had to get my blood drawn. And they they asked me if I had any allergies, anything like that. And yeah. And I'm trying to, and it was so funny because I was making the joke when I was feeling better. I was like, bro, is this just my body forcing me to get a physical after 5 years? Like, I was like, I mean, I needed to get a physical anyway, but is it just forcing me to get a physical, you know? Yeah, I haven't gotten, well, pandemic, I moved, dude, it's been a lot.
I'm so sorry for being late, but as you had to go to hospital for kidney stones?
I did. So I'm drinking a lot of water and eating a lot of bland stuff right now. So they asked me, we need you to produce a urine sample. For those of you who don't know, you need a pee in a cup. That's what it is. And I go, and I was like, I laugh. I was like, well, nothing is gonna come out. I'm gonna tell you. I go to the bathroom, and I'm not even kidding. I passed the kidney stone. I was in so much pain because I was about to pass it. And this shit was black. I've never heard of that.
I've had a kidney stone before. It's super painful. I'm sorry that happened.
Yeah.
I thought it was my appendix when I had it. Disappointed face.
Yeah, it's a lot. But yeah, so they're like, all right, are you done with your sample? And I was like, I think I passed it. And they're like, what? And then they're like, I was like, what the hell is that? And they're like, yeah, that seems like it. So they're like, yeah, just wait in the lobby. We'll test your blood and whatever. So I go to the lobby. And then they come out and they're like, hey, we're going to need to do a scan, like an x-ray scan. Or it was a very specific one. I can't remember what it was. And they scanned me. I've never done this. It was a big ass machine. So they scanned me or whatever.
4 months.
Yay, 4 months.
Oh, Jesus Christ, my guy. Hope you're better now, please.
I'm not 100%, and I'll tell you why. But yeah, they scanned me. I go back to the lobby. And then I think it was a CAT scan. I think. It was either an MRI or a CAT scan. I can't remember. It was the one with X-ray, like that had radiation. It had radiation, and I know that one of those doesn't. So it's the one that does. CT then bet. King of Rats, thank you for the sub. So we wait in the lobby. Me and Dawn are chilling. We've been at the hospital for like 3 hours at this point. Maybe 2. It ends up being 3. So we we wait, and then we get called on, and they give me a room. Yes, at that point I could sit. After I passed it, I could sit just fine. Like I was literally acting like nothing happened, right? So they call me and they gave me a room. And like, yeah, switch to this like apron, like, you know, the robe or whatever thing. They just wanted me without my shirt off. And then me and Dawn are waiting. And the doctor comes back in and she goes, hey, how's it going? I was like, I feel much better. And they're like, that's great. We're gonna have to give you IV. And I'm like, huh? Why? It's like, so yeah, you may have passed one, but it turns out you have kidney stones on inside each kidney. And I'm like, what? And I, yeah, you have you have accumulated a lot, and they're in both. And I'm like, huh? So they gave me IV to break down the kidney stones. So yeah. They gave me medicine, and I've been fine so far. Like, I felt uncomfortable a bit with the kidney stones, like just moving around because of all the water I've been drinking. But yeah, I have to go see a doctor this week, and a urologist is what I think it's called. But it's not, the story's not over there. So I'm like, okay. When they stab you with an IV, that shit sucks. That shit sucks. So yeah, then Dawn and I are literally just waiting. We're waiting until the IV is done. We're pretty sure the room was haunted because we're pretty sure it was haunted because there was a little paper towel dispenser, and that shit activated on its own. And we're like, huh? Did you? Huh? And once the IV was done, they're like, yeah, you're free to go. And I was like, okay. They're like, yeah, just drink lots of water, take this medicine. You get a lot of vibes, and they do be hurting. They do be hurting, Jax. They do be hurting. And then after that, they were like, yeah, make sure to drink lots of water, eat stuff in moderation, because they don't know exactly what type of kidney stones they are. Because depending on the type of kidney stones, they could, I would need to eat a specific way. So then I put on my shirt, and we're heading out. And just as we're heading out, bro, this shit, the fire alarm goes off in the hospital.
It's been 30 minutes. What do you mean there's more to this story?
Yeah, I'm telling you. I don't know if you know this, but when a hospital has a fire alarm, there are shutters that close hallways. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Dawn and I look at each other. They told us, excuse me, just wait in this area, okay? And we're like, okay. And hey, Arya, thank you for the sub. And let me tell you, seeing like a nurse or two run in the hospital, or seeing security head in one direction, looking through the bathrooms, and then Dawn points out behind me, it's like, hey, is that blood? And I was like, oh god, it was just on the floor. Bro, I've played and seen The Last of Us. That's where my brain immediately went to. And then one of the nurses, like a couple of the doctors and nurses, opened up the shutters, and we're like, what happened? And then they tell us, apparently someone ended up smoking in one of the bathrooms. And I was like, well, that explains the cops looking in each specific bathroom. Okay. And when the shutter opens, this one nurse is like, you guys can just leave. The exit is right there. Bro, I wish I could be making this shit up. I wish. I have a witness there. I wish I was making this shit up, bro. Man. And then, yeah. And then Dawn, when they opened up the shutters, Dawn and I walked out, and the exit was right there. And they're like, have a good one. And we're like, yep. We walked out the door, make it to the garage, and we're like, bro, what the fuck just happened? So moral of the story is, the rabbit that is the year of the rabbit is Bugs Bunny, because he's clearly fucking with me left and right.
Oh no.
So yeah. So I went to the hospital the same day my dog had his surgery. Clearly the universe is just like, hey, you're gonna be matching your dog for a bit. And I'm like, yeah, sure, fair enough. So yeah, it's God damn it. Yeah, fucking tell me about it. Now here's the craziest part. I have not told my parents. And I don't think I'm gonna tell them until next week. Because knowing my mom, she will fly out immediately, and I do not want that. Yeah, don't tell. La chancla. It wouldn't even be la chancla. It would be my mom taking over my house. And, yeah. Yeah. Hey, Scylla, I just told them the story of the kidney stones. But yeah. Yeah. My mom would fly out immediately. You know how I know she would fly out immediately, chat? Because literally the day my dog was having surgery, my mom called me and she was like, Mijito, if you ever need anything, I'll fly out. I'll fly out right now. Like right now. And I was like, no, I'm good. A few hours later, everything happens.
Oh no.
Bro. And you know what's crazy? The next day I felt fine. Like, because this was on Friday. We're on Sunday right now. Yesterday I felt great. And today I feel a lot better. Like, it's just, there's no pain in my lower back, but there's like, I can feel stuff moving. You know what I mean? And it's weird. It's weird because I feel it. You know? And yesterday, my dad called me. And holy shit, my dad never calls me. Like, he calls me on a blue moon. My dad calls me for New Year's and for my birthday. And then just randomly checking in on me if I haven't called in a while. But my dad was calling me because my dog. He goes, hola, hola, mijito, ¿cómo estás? And I was like, oh, hey, how's it going, dad? Hola, jefe. I call my dad jefe, which is chief. Or boss, you know. And he goes, ¿Cómo está todo? Which is like, how's everything? How's the dog? Like, and they're like, oh, where's Hayden? And I was like, oh, they're in Texas because this was super last minute. I'm like, ah, fuck, you know, I'm really sorry. Everything okay? And I was like, yep, I'm good. Akuno, thank you for the raid. How's it going, Raiders? And sending love from Akuno. Oh, well, thank you. And I was like, yep, everything's good. I mean, I wasn't lying. I felt really good yesterday. Took my medicine, which is supposed to make me a little drowsy. And I slept a lot yesterday, so I'm good. I'm good. I feel good. Much better than I did on Friday. So yeah, I'm cutting out what I eat. I'm having like bananas and banana smoothies because apparently like actual milk is good for you and not like almond or soy milk. Because apparently the almond milk or the soy milk can make it worse. And bananas are just good to help break apart the kidney stones as much as possible. But yeah, so I've been drinking a lot of water and banana smoothie. Don't eat Wendy's, guys. Yeah, clearly you'll get kidney stones. Dude, I didn't even finish my Wendy's. That's the worst part. But yeah, that's the story. My dad called me the day after it all happened. I haven't even told my siblings. But I'm okay. I'm okay. So don't eat fast food. Yeah, I was just so exhausted. January has been a time for me, guys. It's been terrible. Holy shit, Majin. Thank you for the 50 gifted. I appreciate you, Majin. Thanks.
Oh no.
Oh, thank you, Majin. Yeah, I have no idea how much this medical bill is going to be, by the way. So, yeah, I was going to say, please get a print over on streamlink.com/Alejandro Saab, because I'm going to be, the signing is next week, but it's just crazy to me how, like, literally the world is like, oh, you're doing well. You're doing well financially. Let me hit you with all this. And I'm like, God damn it. So, yeah. So, !Streamly if you guys want to print, because the signing is next week. And Majin, thank you again. So, I'm thinking for today, we play a little bit of Genshin, because we have Lantern Right to do. I did get spoiled on a thing, which I'm a little upset about, because I didn't think spoilers were going to be... Me too. I am doing my best. I'm literally just having rice and chicken. That is the only things I am eating. Rice and chicken. Yeah. With like no salt and yeah. Medical bill. Don't tell me you have to pay. I'm like, I have insurance, but I don't know how much it's gonna cover, you know? All right, SAG-AFTRA, prove your worth.